Right, welcome back. Last time, went ahead and embraced nationalism in order to keep tech costs from rising any higher. They've currently hit their peak, for the time being. I mean, industrialization can't arrive until 1750 anyway, so it's not really that big of a problem. I just need to get a tech level 46 by that point, and I'll be able to start spawning it myself. So, that's not going to be a problem. Or, well, 34 and commercialization and scientific methods, so yeah. But it shouldn't be a problem at all. Global trade's gonna take time though. Hopefully it arrives by 1750. Probably won't though. Of course there have been some issues with this, yeah. Plus 20 years of separatism to everything, which is great. So I'm starting to have a lot of unrest issues up here in the Mexican regions. In fact, almost a revolt. Almost time for a revolt. I've also been doing some other stuff, specifically, if you notice the green dots up here. Yeah, so I started sending expeditions to the British Isles because England and Connacht, well, pretty much the two countries left in the British Isles, they have a few levels worse mill tech than I do, so I might as well go after them. Yeah. So I went ahead and did that. So I got Perthshire. And then I realized that Ulster was pretty diplomatically isolated, so I may as well just conquer them. So yeah, give it some time to core, maybe deal with any rebels that pop up, although that's still going to take a while. Maybe declare war on England. Gobble up a bunch of territory. Although, for right now, the focus needs to be on allaying any issues over here. Now, of course, while they're in the middle of two separate wars on different sides of the globe, they have the time to sow discontent. Of course they do. Yeah, I'm definitely going to start having unrest problems. Great. Thanks. That really helps. What's with Chicknab having a bunch of unrest anyway? Oh, no garrison. Okay. Yeah, that's probably the source. Plus, the province doesn't have a huge quantity of investment going into it. It honestly has a lot of room for potential. Problem is that the industries that it's working on aren't exactly that profitable. At least as a baseline. Sure, the cotton industry is good, but plant fibers, not so much. You would need large levels of irrigation for it to get anything serious. And most of the other crop type, well, farmlands industries aren't particularly great anyway. Of course, the ship industry isn't making money. Right, let's go now before there's any opportunities for anything else to happen. Swap the two out, actually. Get really use those improved pips for this. 23 ships. Okay. This 30 frigates should be perfect for this. First go to the Gulf of California since I'll be sieging this town first. Possibly? Perhaps not. I'll see if I can catch that army. Let's have you go to here. Coastal California. There we are. Yeah, it's not going to be difficult to take large quantities of territory, should I so wish. The difficulty would be aggressive expansion. That's going to be the main difficulty. Wait, that's an island I don't know anything about. That's something that I need to look into. Might be able to... might be a land connection. Kinda doubt it. That's a land connection though. Good to know. It's only gonna cause problems among the colonial French. So, colonial French nations, I mean. Where's this even? Considered to be a part of South Sea? Yeah, fine. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with California region locations as for where I'm going to grab provinces from. In fact, they'd be willing to do this right now. Oh. Well, okay, this area is considered Rockies region, but it's close enough. I think it would honestly look nice if I grabbed these two provinces. Certainly make for an easy battle, all things considered. Sounds fun with these ships. Oh, they must have moved to there. Okay. Ah, that's the province, okay. I mean, I might as well grab it too. There we are. Mayan Pacific Coast. Oh, that looks nice. .8% overextension. So hardly any of this stuff is actually considered a full province. Most of it barely costs anything. Just 644 in total. The biggest potential problem is going to be all the separatists that are going to occur. That is going to end up occurring from this. 22k, 75% chance a month. Well, I probably can't run a war on my own like that. Thankfully, there are other opportunities for me to pursue. ease. Plus, France is still busy, so I can finish mopping up the rest of that stuff. Well, France is busy. Right, let's handle this thing one last time. This province again? It's like I'm always having to reconvert. The numbers just keep changing, shifting, etc. Quite the list. Yeah, let's stop here. Well, that's close enough to time for the session anyway. So, in case you haven't noticed, declared war on California. Took most of their provinces, basically all of them in the California and Cascadia region. I left most of the Rockies untouched. That's not territory I need. With the exception of these two because they're so close to the coastline. Inland territory is hard to integrate. For multiple reasons. Mainly communication, but there's also other factors at work. Sheer distance and other things. I did manage to capture a ship in the process though, which is why this fleet has now 31 ships. Of course, as I've shown here, there's a lot of provinces with very, very high levels of unrest. Thankfully, all of it's correct culture, otherwise there would be even more problems to be had. It's just wrong religion and whatnot. As well as discontent and whatnot. And especially very high levels of separatism. I did calculate at one point that it's 75 years of separatism. Which amounts to 37.5 unrest. This area would be very difficult to put down, and it's going to take a long, long time. It's not like I can just create a subject out of it. Well, I could, but if I remember correctly, client states are not something that M&T likes. Plus, they would deal with the same separatism issues. Which altogether is quite annoying. Oh well. I'll probably end up just going against Mexico next, since this is an opportunity I can certainly take advantage of. That, and my own subject should be able to siege down this without any trouble whatsoever. Seriously, 1k troops. I've also decided to start integrating Mitztitlan, since, well, they're really a small country that doesn't have much to them. Plus, the low level of dev means that the stuff will be easy to integrate. Plus, that's a final element, there won't be any separatism from integrating a subject like this. It's just a more centralized approach to governing. Of course, that means that there's going to be problems with culture and religion, but without the issue of separatism looming over my head, it shouldn't be that much of a problem. Though I am eventually going to have to probably just take humanist ideas from my next idea group just to lower two things: intolerance and years of separatism. I also kind of want to see what representative ideas would bring. Certainly seems interesting. I think it wouldn't be a bad idea just to grab, just to see what would be provided. Heck, it might have even stronger benefits against separatism. Oh well. Global trade is spreading, and in fact, the conquest of California is actually in a way a good thing. Because there are quite a few provinces that California had that already embraced global trade. So that's a lot of provinces that can now help with spreading this stuff around. Although there are limits, specifically wherever there isn't any commercialization. And commercialization has limited range of spread. And all that. Oh well. Yeah. Eastern Europe is a complete and utter mess to look at. And France has been stuck at war the entire session. They're losing against Ashikaga and Milan. Which, by the way, Milan is only getting help from Castile and Castile's colonies. That's it. That really is it. So, yeah. It just goes to show that the age of France might be slowly coming to an end. Might be. Might be. Yeah, that's really about it. I've made a general out of my ruler in the hopes of getting my heir in a bit quicker. But I haven't been paying much attention to things. At the very least, it looks like my hopes will be coming true. Wow, the aristocrats have less power than I thought. Oh, it must be power changes due to the differing quantities of provinces. Yeah, I guess the nobility were less powerful in California. Which means I should be able to do this whenever I feel a need to. Excellent. I'll do this in 1740, after I grab tech. Because I don't want to deal with the tech cost penalties, or the changes in power costs. Those tend to be annoying. Plus, it's good to see the treasury hit 10k again. That's quite nice. There's also a salmonella outbreak, but in this specific province. But for some reason it didn't spread beyond it. Which is great. Huh, okay. Right, that should be good. I'll see you again next time. Until then, bye. Wow, I managed to do the outro in like less than 7 minutes. Amazing.